All right, whakalawhilahi atu and good afternoon, everyone. This week I will be in the House on Tuesday and Wednesday. On Thursday, I head to Auckland to discuss the country's economic progress with the Auckland Business Chamber and to meet new Auckland Mayor Wayne Brown, having recently met with the new Mayor of Christchurch, Phil Major, and Wellington Mayor Tory Whanau. I'll return that afternoon to attend former Speaker and long-serving Labour MP Trevor Mallard's valedictory speech and farewell here at Parliament, with further meetings in Wellington on Friday. On Saturday, I have the extraordinary privilege of attending the FIFA Women's World Cup draw to announce where each of the 32 competing teams will be based throughout next year's tournament, either here in New Zealand or with our co-hosts in Australia. It brings us a step closer to hosting what will be the world's largest women's sporting event ever and one of the largest sporting events in the world, and is a key part of our plan to accelerate our economic recovery. The live draw will be a broadcast from Auckland, and advice from FIFA to officials estimates a global television audience that could exceed 1.2 to 1.6 billion. I'll speak alongside the FIFA President and Australian Minister of Sport to showcase to the world what New Zealand has to offer as co-hosts and is a great place to visit. Given the impending benefits to our tourism and hospitality sectors, the government has invested $45 million in the event, with half of that funding going to upgrades of regional sporting facilities and training venues around the country to ensure that we provide not only top-notch sporting infrastructure for the beautiful game, but that our sports people, young people, and regions across New Zealand continue to benefit from our hosting opportunity for years to come through improved facilities. And on that note, today I have further infrastructure announcements to make following Cabinet discussions. Learning from the lessons of the GFC, we've done things differently. Early on during the COVID pandemic, we knew that our economic recovery would rely heavily on investing in skills and training and delivering a pipeline of infrastructure work. We took an opportunity to build back better by doing something about long-term infrastructure deficits. We moved hard and early to accelerate both funding streams and fast-track consenting to provide that certainty. The heart of that work is the RMA fast-track consenting process, which was established in 2020 after the first COVID lockdown. And with 3 new projects having been approved for consideration, today marks the 56th project having gone through the process. Nearly half of those projects have already been approved by the independent panel. All 3 we're announcing today are housing projects, and if consented, will provide almost 900 homes in Queenstown and Auckland, areas experiencing high housing demand. It also marks our 20th Auckland housing project through the process. A redevelopment project in Lake Hayes in Queenstown will create up to 748 more homes and include a park and ride facility to promote public transport use, and potentially a new school with the potential for over 300 jobs. Secondly, the Kepa Road Apartments, a residential development in Koimarama, Auckland, will see the development of 58 homes in 2 buildings up to 7 stories high. The project is estimated to create nearly 200 jobs. And the Wellsford North project in North Auckland will see the construction of a medium-density subdivision for 85 residential units, with construction creating over 400 jobs. To date, the 56 projects referred cover 12 of New Zealand's 16 regions. Together, they have the potential to create more than 40,000 jobs and enable more than 11,000 houses. During the GFC response, we sadly saw a downturn in New Zealand's housing supply. But despite COVID being an even worse economic crisis, initiatives like these announced today prove that we can forge an alternative path, which sees us up our historic housing supply as part of our recovery. Across New Zealand, the fast-track process has granted consents for a range of projects outside of housing too. The construction of a water reservoir in Northland to support horticulture, the redevelopment of the Picton Ferry Terminal to enable more people and freight to travel between the North and South Islands, and the construction of the new Dunedin Hospital. All of these projects will be being built faster, on average 15 months quicker per project, and for larger infrastructure projects it can reduce consenting time from 18 to 24 months, bringing jobs online sooner, and is one of the key contributors to our near record low unemployment rate. The fast-track consenting sits alongside our Infrastructure Acceleration Fund, which last week supported a further 11,500 homes to be built in Lower Hutt, Nelson, Rangiora, Ngarawahia, Hastings, Motueka, Whanganui and Lake Hawea. by investing in the critical infrastructure that are necessary in order to build homes, pipes, roads, wastewater connections. Growing our economy and creating new jobs or keeping a lid on debt are a core component of our plan to rebuild from COVID. They've helped New Zealand to recently produce one of the best set of government books in the world at a time of increasing volatility in the global economy. For now, though, I am happy to take your questions.